MrBeast's secret CEO, James Warren, and his involvement in SA cover-ups, like the one including his best friend, Locoya Hill, who also happens to be MrBeast's secret chief operating officer, or was. And then I want to touch on the man himself, Jimmy Donaldson. MrBeast has very publicly and transparently been engaging in a massive cover-up, deleting a lot of evidence. And I think a lot of this cover-up is going sort of completely under the...
Yeah, guys, so this just happened. Breaking news. Dogpack just released the part 3 for the MrBeast exposed video. And this time, things just got worse. This might be the nail in the coffin for MrBeast. If you want more videos covering any social media trends, Marvel, Disney, or anything related to social media, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. Let's just get straight into the video.
James Warren, also allegedly an ex-drug addict. I've heard that he offered cocaine and hookers to editors to stay late. And then the really big thing is that there was some incident between him and a female colleague that resulted in the female colleague leaving the company and receiving 3 years in severance pay. I'm still actively looking into this incident, so if you have information, let me know.
So guys, Mr. Dogpack starts off the video by pretty much explaining who James Warren is. Who James Warren is, he's pretty much Jimmy's cousin and secret CEO. You know, sometimes you have family, friends running things behind the scenes, and this happens a lot with local retail businesses, and I'm guessing this just happens with this MrBeast company. You know, you hired your family you trust and love, and this is what happens. And this guy James is being accused for a lot of nasty things, in my opinion, and Mr. Dogpack seems to have the receipts, and a lot of people are backing up the statements, like offering the editors cocaine and hookers to stay up extra late to edit other videos for MrBeast, or just sexual assaults, essay stuff. You know, it's just very disturbing things. Let's keep going and see what's going on though.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
So before working at MrBeast, James Warren was involved in a literal fraud. In fact, he's actually mentioned in the court transcripts of this case. This is the sentence hearing for Joshua Hutchins. I'm going to highlight testimony from just one of these victims, a retirement age woman named Sylvia.
Not just the essay and the cocaine stuff, he's pretty much also a Ponzi scheme con artist. He's already has proof here, documents from the court, pretty much with his legal name, explaining that he pretty much was part of a Ponzi scheme. It's just crazy that MrBeast was just fine with this and trusted him to work in this big company. But you know, Jimmy doesn't surprise me anymore. Let's just keep going with this.
Went to UNC Chapel Hill together, and they both, after graduating, got into real estate. But by 2017, Locoya Hill was running an adult entertainment event business in San Francisco called Locoya Hill Entertainment. Then in 2019, he was hired to MrBeast as a producer.
Our party evolved into this place where, you know, you have the drag queens, the muscle daddies, the bears, the twinks, the like posh boy.
Now, I'm all for personal freedoms. I believe adults should be able to do whatever they want. However, I question what qualified the sort of go-go dance drag daddy of San Francisco for a job producing YouTube content for children. But, you know, it'd also be weird if MrBeast hired Johnny Sins as the janitor, I guess. It's not the real issue, though. The issue is that in late 2021, he was allegedly fired for sexually assaulting his assistant. Now, I put fired in quotation marks because he was actually quietly moved to the dubbing company, which was Unilingo at the time. Here is proof that he used the Locoya at unilingo.tv email, links back to him, links to these photos, one of which was the profile picture for his YouTube channel, which also, after my first video, his YouTube channel mysteriously got deleted. And at some point, his Twitter also got deleted. I don't know if that's when he sexually assaulted his assistant. I don't know if that's after my...
To victim number 2, guys, Locoya Hill. He was also hired to work for MrBeast, and he's seems to be James' best friend, something like that, along those lines. And it's just funny to see that he got accused of sexual assault, pretty much, but all his social medias kind of just went missing after Dogpack's first video. His accounts just disappeared out of nowhere, Meaning, I feel like that's a admission of guilt. You know, when someone posts an exposing video of your best friend or of your friend, and you have something to do with it, I guarantee most times you're gonna delete that social media. So it's just crazy to see that MrBeast hired a second person. This is like the third, fourth person that it's like essay, and it's just sad. What's going on, Jimmy? Let's keep going though.
Especially credible, in my opinion. I asked them, did you see or hear of any sexual misconduct at the company? They say yes. Locoya Hill, the current COO. In 2021, he had an assistant named victim's name. I heard Locoya acted very inappropriately with victim, booking hotel rooms with only one bed, walking around in his underwear, having victim come to his house and showing him his sex toy collection. Just in general, Locoya made victim uncomfortable. Victim started complaining to higher-ups and a report got written. Locoya was put on paid leave for like a month. Then MrBeast moved him to the dubbing company, and he was hired back in 2023 and was promoted to COO, even though Jimmy, James, and Sue 100% know his history.
So he got fired, moved to a different separate company that kind of still was connected to the MrBeast company, then got hired back to the MrBeast company, and he kept doing the weird essay stuff. And there's proof, there's many witness testimony. They're keeping the anonymous names because of their privacy. But this is insane. And Jimmy knew about this the whole time. This is like the fourth person that he hired in his company, and he was fine with this. I don't know about you, but if you own like $100 million company, a $1 billion company, you're not doing these stuff. You're not risking your company's reputation by hiring someone with SA passed or that's registered. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. And honestly, it's disgusting of the stuff that they've done. But let's just keep going at this point.
Testimony, in my opinion, for legal reasons. Okay, now let's move on to the man himself, Jimmy Donaldson. First, I'll show this testimony from another former MrBeast employee just to show sort of the work culture, especially from a female's perspective. She says, on my very first day, I was told to avoid being alone in a room with certain people in positions of power. At least once a week, I was subjugated to inappropriate questions and conversations. Once, a male coworker asked me what I would do if Jimmy assaulted or harassed me. On another occasion, this same coworker said it wasn't fair that women could just decide a past sexual encounter wasn't consensual. Many of the men I worked with would make assault and pet jokes on a daily basis.
So to the last person, it's Jimmy himself. And right away, we start off with some weird allegations that you cannot be alone in a room with any of the high level people in the MrBeast, if you're a girl, which is really weird.
I'm going to move Maddie Spadell away from all this. I just want to touch on this briefly. So Maddie Spadell, who's MrBeast's very public ex-girlfriend of 2.5 years, posted this on her Instagram story. She doesn't mention Jimmy by name. It's sort of vague. I think probably either because she's under an NDA or maybe she's just testing the waters. She says, how he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you. So how does Jimmy treat other women?
I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women.
Well, women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she and a group of contestants who were menstruating during the event had asked the production staff about getting their underwear more quickly, she had been told that it was not a medical emergency.
You'll never actually respect a woman, but just act like you respect them.
My God. MrBeast withheld my birth control. I have ovarian cysts. You can't just stop taking birth control.
I don't really get along with women.
So MrBeast public ex-girlfriend just came out pretty much without saying his name and said that about MrBeast. And honestly, MrBeast always says that he doesn't really respect women or treat them equally as man. So it's crazy to me that he has a lot of following that are also girls, not only guys. So it's just crazy to me to see that people are finally starting to see the true colors. Honestly, this was the part 3 Dogpack video. And many people have been waiting because everyone knows that MrBeast will reply after part 3. So even Dogpack said it. He will not post anymore until MrBeast does a public announcement in response to this. So honestly, guys, this is going to be a very entertaining thing to see. I feel bad for all the victims, but this is a breakdown of what's truly happening lately. I hope you guys understood everything, and if you guys want to stay up to date with all the MrBeast, Marvel, Disney, anything social media related, make sure to give me a subscribe button. Make sure to like it up and comment down below what you want to see next. And as always, I'm Mr. Nova and I'm out. Peace.